Okay, yeah. Well, week two, we just got done with practice four, and so just had a really good day. Now that we have pads on, and we can do a little bit more hitting and get some real football out there. We got a lot of 11 on 11 looks today, and saw some young guys step up and do some really good things. So things are starting to form out where we think we have an idea of the guys that we can count on, and then we're just competing and seeing what else we can improve on. And we got some new install this week, so we'll see how the rest of it goes. But so far, I'm liking what I've seen from the guys. So, any questions you guys have?
The other day the first day you said that the offense was going to be ahead of the defense because more experience and all that. Is the defense kind of caught up through four practices?
I don't know if they're caught up, but I think that the offense doesn't have to wait for the defense. I think it's good lessons learned just for them to keep rolling. So I think the key is just offense just keep doing their thing. They don't have to wait, and it's up to the defense to catch up. I think the defense is doing pretty good, especially up front. We're hanging in there. Just a matter of they have offensively. If you're looking at it from a defensive perspective, there's a lot of great weapons on that side. So guys that can run the ball and guys that can catch, and so that in combination with the quarterback that knows what he's doing. It's a tough task, but it'll be good for the defense overall to learn that way.
Last week you kind of mentioned Canada selling Conrad. I'm sure just with everything he's been through, did you expect him to be back this year?
Yeah, we kind of have an idea that I think he was getting close to being healthy enough to perform, and we had to clear a few things medically, and then we'll see. We're still going slowly. He had a lot of work today, but yeah, he's much like the Keanu that we saw in the past. So that's a great addition for us on our offensive line.
With the offensive line bringing back some of the players, was there ever a consideration to maybe try him out on defense or just keep him on offense?
No, A-Rod doesn't want to give him back up. So no, I think it's up to the offense to find a home for those guys, and it's nice that we have more guys in the five that can start. So it's just a matter of how much we can play them and what type of rotations we're getting. You've seen a lot of guys. I don't know how much you guys saw the last part of it. You're seeing guys play different positions, and so that's going to help us in the long run with our depth.
You saw some decent collisions out there. Is that how you want those guys playing?
Some what?
Decent collisions.
Yeah.
A little bit of hitting, more contact, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the game, So I think we prepared our guys. I know that we've already had some injuries. Some guys get banged up, but it's football. I just don't know any other way to do it than to have some physical part of it. And we want our guys to be smart, but at the same time, I want our guys to improve. It's hard to improve when you're not going full speed. So, the intensity has to stay up. I don't know if we could be as physical like this, like today, the rest of the way, but we're going to try. We have to really push the limit in order for us to improve.
What have you seen from a backup quarterback? Anybody's kind of caught your eye?
Yeah, it's actually harder now to figure out because Soljay's stepping up and playing really well, and with Jacob doing well, and Cade's doing some good things. So it's just going to be there's three guys now in the race basically, and I encourage all of them to step up. And Jaren's doing really, really well. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him, but they're going to try. And today he did some really good things again. It's just nice to have him there. So we'll see how it shapes up. So I don't know if that answered your question, but it made it a little bit more difficult, right? Because I think guys like Soljay and others are stepping up.
Soljay further along than you thought at this point?
Yeah, I think he's getting more comfortable with the offense, but I think it's also a huge compliment to the way A-Rod coaches his guys. And they show up every day with a different attitude than you see from most backup quarterbacks. And most fourth-string quarterbacks don't have that type of presence and demand from the offense, and they do, and that's because A-Rod prepares them that way, and a lot because of their personality and how they are. When we recruited them, we knew that these guys are going to be special and really ultra competitive, and it's showing right now. So there's a battle for the second spot. I think everyone knows that Jacob's always been involved with it, and Cade stepped up in there, but Soljay's definitely getting his foot in the door too.
How have Brooks and Hemuli, how have they adjusted as transfers?
Oh, great. I mean, I think A-Rod said it last week so those guys stepped in. And they know it's their last go, right? So they learned the whole playbook, and they're probably they know more about our offense in a short amount of time than guys that have been here for a couple of years, and so that's embarrassing for those guys. But it also shows that not everybody's going to have a spot on the field. You know, it's got to be the guys that want it, the hungriest people. And now when you have a bunch of athletes that are hungry for it and want to compete, it just, you know, we just keep sharpening each other. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what we're going to fly with. And it just helps that. I mean, Houston was a 3-year starter and a team captain, and you know, and then you look at Chris, he's a starter too. So they're not just showing up because they're looking for playing time. These guys are already starters, and so they're coming in here with a different type of standard. And if it's right with what Puka and Gunner and Dallin Hoker and the rest of the offensive line is doing, so there's a high demand and a high standard. And, some guys will sink, others will be able to swim with it.
Do you feel comfortable with the guys you got in the mix at safety with Malik?
Yeah, I feel, and you know, with Micah Harper playing there a little bit, and Dean Jones coming off a redshirt year, got Talon Alfrey back from injury. Amin Hanneman's in the mix too, you know, and we still have a number of guys that aren't going right now. That, you know, with Chaz not being able to go yet is a hybrid, so you know, I know I'm forgetting some people, but it's a deep group too, and we just have to keep guys healthy and depending on who we see first week and what we're, you know, just whether we're going to see 3 safeties on the field or 2, we'll decide that as we get closer to the game. But I feel like it's a deep group.
We good?
Good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are easy on me, man.
Thanks, Coach.